Hey everyone, it's Morgan. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with another video for you guys. We are doing my updated everyday makeup routine. So this is what I would wear on a day-to-day basis just to go to work or pop out and do something. I'm going to take you through all the products that I use and how I use them, and this is the end result. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to get started with the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm. I'm using this as my primer at the moment as a bit of a trial for Is It Worth the Buy video. So I just got to take a little bit on my hands and just rub that all over. I'm still really not sure about the smell of this. It just smells too much like men's cologne. Okay, so next I'm taking my foundation. It's the Revlon Color Stay 24 hour and my shade is 150 and it's an SPF 20. So I like to wear this one when I go to work because I'm out in the sun all day. It just gives me a little bit of extra protection. So I'm just taking that on my damp beauty sponge. This is just a Real Technique sponge. I'm just going to put that all over. So now that I've got foundation done, I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I use the shade 15. I'm just going to use this under my eyes a little bit just to help brighten them up because I've just woken up, so I'm a little bit weary. So I just bring that down in stripes, kind of like a triangle under the eye. Just helps to brighten that whole under eye area. And then again, just with my damp beauty sponge, I'm just going to go in and blend all that out. I like to bring it up towards my temples so that I get a really highlighted finish. And I bring it over the top of my eyes as well because I use that as like a primer for my eye makeup. Okay, so my next step is to go in and put a little bit of translucent powder over where I've just put the concealer. It just helps to set it and brighten the area a little bit more. So today I'm taking the Savvy Translucent Setting Powder and just a little kabuki brush by Royal & Langnickel. And I'm just going to build that up on the brush and then just set all under my eyes. And you can be really generous with this product, like it doesn't matter how much you put on because you're going to dust it off anyway. Doesn't matter how sloppy it is or anything because you're going to set it all anyway. Okay, so that is that. I leave that on for a little while I'm doing the rest of my face and then I'll brush it off at the end. My next step is I go in with my MAC Studio Fix and set the rest of my face just because I'm out doing deliveries and most of the time I'm sweaty and hot in this Mackay horrible humid weather. So I'm just going to go in and set the rest of my base. This is the Sigma F30 brush. Does anyone else have problems with it dropping hair all the time? Like I can put my powder on and have like 15 hairs all over my face. It drives me mad. Especially when you're like in a rush and you just want to slap some powder on and then you get in the car and you're like, oh good, I've got a hair sticking out of my eye. But yeah, anyone else have problems with their F30 brush dropping hair? Alright, so I went over and dusted off that under eye translucent powder while I did this. Just because I don't want it to sit for too long, and sometimes if you leave it on for too long it gets really stark white and that's not the look you're going for. Oh no. So my next step is to go in with the Rimmel London Sun Love Bronzer. I've actually rubbed off the top. That's how much I use this. So I'm just going to go in and I put that all around my hairline, down the side of my face, into my cheeks, and just a little bit down my neck. Just because I'm so pale, I need a little bit of colour back. So I just bring that around my hairline mainly and just down the side of my face. Just because it helps to give me a bit of glow. Okay, so next up I go in with my Hoola by Benefit and the little brush that it comes with, just because I don't really have a contouring brush at the moment. And I just carve out my cheekbones a little bit more, just to give a little bit more definition. I just really like that sharper look with your cheekbones, so let's do that. And I like turn it to the side as well, so I go in straight and then turn it to the side and blend it into my cheeks, just so that it's not so harsh that it's obvious kind of thing. I mean, like, it's obvious you're wearing makeup, but not obvious that you carved the shit out of your cheekbones. Alright, so next step I'm going in with blush. I am using the Chanel Soft Glow Blush. So this one here is just gorgeous. It's like in the stripes. I don't know if they still make this one. I'm gonna use it anyway. And just bring that up as well. Okay, next step is highlighter. Every single day, without fail, I'll use either the Becca Moonstone or I use MAC Soft and Gentle, which I have to locate. Where did I put it there? And last year when I went to IMATS, this was just in my suitcase, like I didn't put it in my carry-on, and it smashed into a million pieces. I was so upset, but luckily I've saved it with a bit of icicle and just like smashed it up and put it back in there. So I'm going in with this one and I put that on the tops of my cheeks. Just above where we just put that blush. Like, you don't want it to be down further or like across here or wherever. Just on the tops of your cheekbones above your blush. And then I put a little bit down the tip of my nose on your Cupid's bow. And I like to put some in the middle of my forehead just because I don't want to look so matte that I look dry. So I just add a little bit more shine back in. Okay, so my next step, I just go in and put a little bit of colour in my eyes just because every day I don't feel like I need crazy out there makeup. So normally I just go in with my soft crease brush, my Zoeva soft crease brush, and these two colours in the Zoeva Rodeo Belle palette. I know that the lighter one is called Rodeo Ready, but I have no idea what the darker one is called. I just can't make out what it says just because I use it so much and it's a little bit dirty at the moment. But anyway, so I just tap into the lighter shade and I blend that all through my crease just to add a little bit of colour. And then just tap once into the darker shade because that's enough colour payoff. And I bring that on the outside corner of my eye and I just dab it to begin with and then I start blending it out. I also bring whatever's left on my brush under my waterline, on my lower lash line, just so that it blends more seamlessly and I don't have a party going on my top lid and nothing on the bottom. Okay, so that is all I do for my eyes. Sometimes I'll take a little bit of MAC Soft and Gentle and put that in the corner as well, which I still might do, I just haven't made up my mind. Okay, so next step, I'm just going to take the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal Mascara and I just put that on my top and bottom lashes. I'm not one to have two different mascaras for top and bottom, so I'm just going to use the same one for both. I'm just taking that on the wand and just wiggling it into my lashes. I always get the funniest face going when I do mascara, but I think everyone has a face that they pull. Like my mouth is normally like wide open and like, yeah, that's attractive. Okay, so that is mascara done. I believe I need to do my brows, but I'm going to go back in with a little bit more MAC Soft and Gentle, just on a small, well, this just says petite crease brush. This is also Zoeva. So I'm just going to dab that in there and bring that into the corner of my eye. Just because I feel like it really helps to brighten up my eyes when I don't have a whole lot of makeup on. Just like that. Okay, so next step, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. Okay, so for my brows, I use the Benefit Browsings palette thing. It comes with wax and powder, so that's what I use. And it comes with two little brushes, and a little pair of tweezers, but I have no idea where they are. I think I used them and then like set them down somewhere and goodbye. Okay, so I go in with the wax first and just put it all through my brows and make it a little bit easier for the powder to stick to. Otherwise you don't really end up with a full look. It's more sparse and the color doesn't hold as well. So I'm just going to go in with the wax and put that through my brows. Okay, so that is just the wax, that's no powder. I just use that to define the shape, and because my eyebrows are really short, like this one's fine, this one's a bit shorter on this side, I use it to extend it down a little bit and then the powder sticks to it a lot better. So that makes it easier when I'm going back in with the powder to bring that line down a bit further to the length that I would like my eyebrows to be. It's all about the illusion. So now I'm going in with the powder. I just tapped it in the powder. This is my Zoeva brow line brush. I just love this one because it's really dense bristles and it's slightly on an angle, so you can bring it in and really define those hairs that aren't there. And that is my brows done. Okay, so now I just go in and I put some lipstick on because that is the end of my everyday routine. So this is pretty much what I would wear to work on an everyday basis. I just change up the lip color and change up the darkness of the eyes, and if I feel like wearing lashes, I'll wear lashes, but today I'm not going to because it's pretty hot outside and I'm going to be out doing deliveries, and sometimes my eyes like get quite sensitive when I'm out in the heat, so I'm going to avoid lashes today, and I'm just going to pop some lipstick on. I'm using the MAC Velvet Teddy. This is like my go-to color. I posted a photo of it on my Instagram the other day, which I'll have linked below, but yeah, like it's pretty much everyone's favorite color, like let's be real, it's amazing. So anyway, I'm going to go in and put some of that on. is my updated everyday makeup routine. It hasn't really changed much since my last one, except for give or take a couple of products. But this is pretty much what I do on a day-to-day basis to go to work, to go out and do the groceries, to go shopping, to go out for breakfast, you get it. Every day. Every day. Anyway, so I will leave that here. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. That would be amazing. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Welcome to the family, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!